So I'm sorry I didn't upload. I said I was going to upload more consistently, and then I was still gone for like, what? It's going to be like 15 days. It's the holidays. I'm out of breath. I'm fucking huge. I was cleaning my bathroom for you guys. Sue me. Am I wrong for being a little cleaner? Am I wrong for huffing and puffing after cleaning? So, it's New Year's Eve right now. Happy New Year's Eve! Fucking bitch. So, I was thinking about doing something different today. Instead of doing my normal drunk makeup while I read Reddit stories, I was thinking something like drunk nails. Pause that, monsters. Reading Reddit stories. How about that? How does that sound? I do my nails like ever so often. When I first started doing my nails, I would do them like every 3 days, and then now it's like once every 2 weeks. I'm not the best at doing my nails, just like I'm not the best at doing makeup. And I've also never done my nails while I've been drunk, so I'm scared because I'm very particular about my nails, and if I'm like super fucking drunk and my nails end up looking ugly, I will take them off tomorrow. And my nails literally are paper thin. So I don't know if that's a side effect of being huge or what. I keep all my nail stuff in this cute little vintage box from the thrift store. This is actually my fiance's, but he wasn't really using it, so I was like, I'm gonna put my nail shit in there. I do gel nails, and I use my little UV light. This shit was so cheap. And we're gonna do that. How does that sound? Also, this brand sent me this today. This is not a sponsorship because who the fuck cares about my YouTube? But they sent this to me for free, and I kind of want to try it because my hair is super flat. I was actually thinking about getting styling powder. My hair gets greasy so fast and flat, and I cannot stand when my hair is flat. That's an interesting consistency. Oh, that's weird. It's like snow. That smells really fucking good though. I promise this is not an ad. Okay, this is really grippy. Like what the oh. Okay, volume. The fuck? Tribal Chimp, by the way. It's not branded, I swear. But if y'all buy it, y'all better say something because they need to pay my ass. So I didn't know what kind of Reddit stories we're gonna listen to because I already did horror stories, embarrassing stories, going through my boyfriend's phone stories, Am I the asshole stories? So I was like, what the fuck do I have left? Roommate horror stories. How about that? How does that sound? One thing about me when I moved out of my house with my mom is that I promised myself I would never have a roommate because I've heard too many friendships ending over like being roommates. So I found one, but I also need to get started on my nails. So I should probably do my nails first. You guys also can't see me doing my nails. So I'm like, is it just gonna be me off the side doing this while I'm talking to you? First things first though, I need to take a fucking shot. Batty shot o'clock! Y'all are making me an alcoholic. Okay, we're gonna prep our nails. We're gonna take this, which is a color grip primer, and we're gonna prime the nails. Actually, before that, I'm gonna file my nails just a little bit to give them some grip so it holds onto the nails. What if I opened up a nail shop? Would you show up? Or would you report me? If these are ugly, I'm gonna be so sad. All prepped. Ignore how my fingers literally are shaped like triangles. Okay, story number one. My story is semi-famous around students who dormed my year. I lived in Potential Hills last year. I think I literally am already having a stroke and maybe I'm already drunk. I lived in Centland Hills last year. In one of the SIM buildings, I got an international roommate who literally came straight off the flight from China. Okay, why do I always get stories where they're like low-key being racist? Like, I don't know why you would say that, but okay. Thumbnail. He brought over far too much stuff, especially for an international student. He never folded clothes, took showers once or every 4 days or so. Got an essay charged against somebody else in my suite by constantly trying to hug him while he just wasn't down. Again, his smell was literally revolting. Okay. He slept in his tidy whities even after I said we don't do that in America. I thought cultural differences and try to be nice and teach American norms with roommates. He also went out in the suite in his underwear, almost flashing the girls' suite. Surprising he wasn't the only one. Somehow another guy in the opposite suite just didn't wear underwear sometimes after the bathroom.
The story is making me hot. Like, I don't... Not like that, though.
He washed his dirty underwear in the sink because he didn't want to climb one flight of stairs to use the washing machine. I don't know what goes on, like, in different countries, so maybe, like, I don't know what I would do in that situation just because, like, I don't want to, like, offend someone for, like, what they're not used to. I would have to tell them, like, that's not what we do here, but then that also sounds like, I don't know. Washing your underwear and then... Okay. I left for 4 days for Thanksgiving break, and he turns off the AC, didn't shower at all, and basically lived in the dorm the entire time. When I came back, it was literally hot, musty air hitting me in the face to the point I was about to vomit. I had to sleep on a spare bed from another suite mate. Oh my god. Not only this, but he put his dirty laundry on top of the microwave and mini fridge where you know food goes. He definitely cock-blocked me multiple times because not like you can bring girls back to the room. He left boxes and suitcases scattered all over the floor and got mad when I eventually snapped and yelled at him to just make the room livable. Serial liar. Lying about literally everything. He claimed he's on some German professional cycling team. He is definitely not. He went on my computer every time I left my room and left it unlocked to play video games after changing language settings and everything to Chinese. Hard to read to everything. Change everything back for the first time. Only happened twice though. The RA still didn't do anything about this because he was technically not breaking any rules, which is crazy. And if anyone had to leave, it would have to be me after all this. The cherry on top is what made this semi-famous. And that was him stealing my credit card info and spending $1,000 on it. Before we cut the card after seeing the charges, I found out it was him. And he still has no idea that I know. And he treats me like a friend. Oh, and this all happened in a single quarter. I had an amazing first quarter at the university. Luckily, I convinced him to go to Dundee right before winter break. I just feel bad for his new roommate. But he was in for a ride. I don't know how people do stuff in other countries, so I'd feel bad about making remarks about, like, well, you need to do this while you're in America.
You're in America, Trump 2024.
At the same time, like, I don't want the house to smell like 2 cans of Bounce That Ass, and I also don't want you to wash your underwear in our sink where we put dishes. But that's just me. The nails that I'm going for are I'm sorry, I hate when I sneeze. So I'm thinking about doing something in between. I don't have blooming gel, but I really want to do like a black tie-dye like look, kind of like this, but like maybe maybe do like a little cross. I don't have gems like the girl in this does, or he, or they, I don't know. What if it was cute? Or what if I was suicidal? So I'm thinking that I have to do a base coat, so I'm gonna do that real quick before I get to the next story. I'm trying to do like a light gray under it first, so it has some sort of background on it. It's looking really fucking ugly and I think too dark. You know what? That doesn't look that bad. It doesn't look great. It kind of just looks like tortoiseshell. Because I don't have fucking blooming gel. That's kind of cute. That's kind of cute. Okay. So I found another story. It's not that long, but they have bullet points. What is your worst roommate story? This person said, Random roommate freshman year of college in chronological order of the course of a semester. Also, these are looking kind of cute. I caught her spread eagle on my bed shaving her pubic region. I'm just really curious on like the way people were raised and like what goes like. Did she have? I haven't read the rest of the story or the other bullet points, but do you have different beds or something, or was she like, I don't want to get pubic hair on my bed. Batty shot o'clock. Whoa. When I questioned her about it, she simply said, you have a bigger window so I could get more natural light down there. Oh, I thought it was going to be something weird. That makes sense. Number 2, her girlfriend stole my jewelry. She would wear my stuff in front of me. When I questioned them about it, they told me to prove it was mine by showing them a receipt. I could get over someone shaving their hole on my bed, maybe. Stealing my jewelry... she probably stole it and gave it to her girlfriend or whatever, or her friend, whatever the fuck she said, and then putting it on and wearing it in front of me and then asking me for a receipt.
Oh, fuck no.
One thing about me is I love jewelry. I'm wearing lots of jewelry. I love my jewelry. I wear it every single day. I'm obsessed with it. If someone told me to prove that I had to prove that it was my jewelry, I would crash the fuck out. Number 3, she met a guy online, and when she went over her bandwidth limit from webcamming him, what fucking year did this take place? She unplugged my computer from my Ethernet line and plugged it in hers, went over bandwidth rather quickly so I couldn't use the internet for a week. I would probably get charged with strangulation if I'm being for real. Put a line of masking tape down on the middle of our room, said I was only allowed to cross the line to enter and leave the room.
Bitch, you're the one stealing jewelry and fucking plucking your pubic hairs on my bed. It was the line for yourself.
Okay. As I was walking back to the dorm from class, I noticed my stuff in the middle of the quad. I go to my room to confront her and I see a sock taped to my door with a note saying, does this look familiar? Turns out when I took my laundry down to the laundry room, a sock fell out of my basket and landed on her side of the room. This sounds like a character like made on a TV show. That is fucking insane. Does this look familiar? I don't know. Does this look familiar? I moved into an off-campus apartment after winter break. I would have made it my absolute mission to ruin her life. No fucking way. I'm not moving out of there. Nope. I'm getting revenge on you. Quickly, swiftly too. Okay. I feel like I should get a little bit further on this hand. By the way, if you were wondering, I'm using ASP and Gelaze gel polish. I'll put like a little dot for no reason in the corner of it. Kind of cute. This is where I'm at so far. I think they're pretty cute. They'll look better when there's gloss and stuff on it. I haven't done the thumb yet, but I mean, I'm not mad at them. All right, my hands are curing, so if you're wondering why there's blue light right here. Body shot o'clock again! I'm sweating profusely. Oh, God. Oh, and my fingers are swollen as fuck right now. Oh, get out. Crazy roommate stories. They seemed all right at first. I'll start it off. In college, I got an apartment with 3 dudes. I'm a girl. This already scared the fuck out of me. It was art school, so some crazy is expected, but this went above and beyond. These were nice guys.
I'm a nice fucking guy.
If a little immature, though. There were some annoying but hardly newsworthy points of contention. They never washed a single dish, filled the house with shit they found at the dump. They filled the house with stuff they found at the dump. That's it. Played insanely loud music, etc. Then one of them, never a poster child for mental health, really began to lose it. It started with him getting a turtle. He kept the turtle in a tank full of water with an enormous cement block sticking halfway out of it. Ostensibly for the Okay, are you a fucking grammar fucking major? I majored in grammar. For the purpose of giving the turtle something to climb on. He claimed the turtle's tank cleaned itself and bought the turtle worms to eat. Turtles don't eat worms. Okay, not her also majoring in worms. But roommate didn't throw worms out. Instead, he kept putting the jars of worms in the kitchen. I feel like I'm gonna shit myself, sweat out every ounce, every pound of weight on my body from sweating so much. So I'd be skinny. And I literally have to poop right now. I'm so uncomfortable right now. Okay, one day we woke up to find out he'd emptied the jars of worms into the bathtub so they could live there with their brethren. What? She said what, but I'm also saying what? I started staying at friends' places because this roommate had come home one day with a trumpet and began playing it at all hours. What is going on? One morning, I come home to find his roommate has gone into my room, slashed at various possessions with a hunting knife, smeared paint on my walls, put onions in my bed, and left open containers of alcohol everywhere. Okay. Did you shoot him? What is going on? When I confronted him, he said, "Missy Bean, you can't stay out all night and then come home and expect me to not have gone into your room and done some stuff." As I planned an execution, my escape, my roommate's shenanigans continued. Among his offenses were, he left the turpentine on the stove with a stove on 2 separate occasions, once in a can sitting directly on the burner and one in the frying pan. He left every single faucet on in the house running full blast, left the door open, and left the apartment unattended. He laminated live goldfish to the kitchen table. Okay, I don't think this is a roommate. I think this might be Jeffrey Dahmer. Because what is going on? When I talked to my other roommates about the craziness, there was some general shifting from foot to foot, some half-hearted agreements that the situation was untenable. Okay, her grammar.
Whoa.
But a general unwillingness to deal with the situation with the defense. I mean, he's our boy. What are we supposed to do? The thing about men is they're disgusting. And they will ride or die for their friends 24/7, even if, I don't even trust men to call out their friends for being... Think of the worst crime you could think of. The most disgusting thing they could do. That's my homeboy. Yeah, he had sex with his sister. That's hot. Yeah, he fucking has a crush on his dog. That's my homeboy. Call the police. When they finally got evicted, they all went to the semester abroad, and I was left with all their insane, coddling mothers calling me and blaming me while I dealt with the landlords and everything else.
Fuck their moms.
I don't give a fuck. You can actually, since they're gone, you could take out your physical needs on her and beat the shit out of them for raising those men. How about that? That actually really pissed me off, so... We need to put top coat on these nails. I like to use a lot of top coat because I want it to be glossy as fuck. Maybe I'm just gay. Okay, I found the next door. I look ugly! Oh my god. My hair is so fucking drenched in sweat and it's literally 66 degrees in the apartment. Crazy roommate uses my shaving razor and sits on my boyfriend. Sits or bounces? Because what do you mean sits on your boyfriend? That's a weird thing to put in the title. Living in NYC for all of my adult life. Okay, Rich. I've had my fair share of bad roommates, but to this day, the story boggles me. Give us the tea, queen. When I was 19, I moved in with 3 close girlfriends. One of the girls was moving in 2 months after us, so in the meantime, she had her friend. Let's call her Anna. Sublet for her room. I had never met Anna, but was young and naive and figured, how could it be? I would soon find out. The night Anna moved in, I had a close group of 4 friends hanging out in my room. My first time meeting her is her bursting into my room without knocking, announcing, "Hey, I'm Anna." Okay, Disney Channel. I took a shower and I really need to shave my pussy, so I used a razor, but it's fine because I left it cleaner than I found it. She fucking gagged her. The razor was in the common bathroom, and sure enough, I found blonde hair sticking in it. I have brown hair. Okay, I thought she said she left it clean, because this isn't, it's giving far from clean. Trying not to get off on the wrong foot, I said it was fine. I got a new razor and started keeping it in my bedroom instead. The next 2 months were hell. Anna, having some sort of ego complex, would frequently tell me and the other roommates that they were so lucky. She thought our boyfriends were ugly, because otherwise she would have stolen them and they'd be dating her instead. Okay. It's really hard for me to believe that people like this exist because that is absolutely insane. I would have ate her up so fucking bad if she ever tried doing that in front of me, and I think everyone should have that power and strength in them to shut a bitch down like that because that's insane. One night, my boyfriend was in the living room while I was in my bedroom, and he burst into my room telling me that he had just been sitting there when Anna came up and sat on his lap. And he, not knowing what to do, said, "Excuse me," stood up and left the room. Okay, king? What the fuck? Did he throw her down the stairs too, or what? On my birthday, right when I was about to leave for a date night with him, she started crying and throwing a fit, telling me she would hurt herself. Go ahead. No one's stopping you. Until it was hours too late for me to celebrate my birthday. I have countless other crazy stories of her. She finally moved out. She ended up leaving the country and leaving us with her cat she had for a month, saying that she would find a way to get her. She never came back to the cat. Okay, that cat did not fuck with her. Why is this still fucking sticky? No, how long do I have to cure it for? So these ones are dry. This is kind of what they're looking like. But I think it's Betty shot a fucking clock. How about that? How does that sound? My worst fear is my nails not curing correctly, even though I already felt them and they feel solid. And then touching something and smearing it all over and then having to restart. What's your biggest fear? My gel nails not curing right. Sounds so gay. This one seems like a really long story. I'm going to kind of read it in between doing my thumb on this finger and then I'll get to my next hand. But this story looks really fucking long. So let's get fucking started, shall we? My roommate is actually insane. So my roommate is very rich and very spoiled and also very scary. She started off fine, but now she is harassing me and another roommate. All names have been changed. Joanne is crazy. Helen and Callie are normal. Okay, gossip girl. That looks really fucking ugly. We all knew she was crazy, but we never did anything about it because she got a good cable package and she kept buying food. Not them using the fuck out of her, which, I mean, if she's crazy, like, okay, bitch. Throw on a Cartier love bracelet, too. What the fuck? Yeah, I know we're not the brightest bunch. Sounds pretty smart to me. Started off when it began to get cold. It was 50-ish degrees, so we started to turn the heat on just a little bit to keep warm air circulating. Especially since Helen and I have fish. She freaks out. She turns on the AC and sends Helen these nasty messages like, "I know why all your friends hate you now. You're ugly and fat. This is why you're single." Okay. Relatable. To the AC part. It needs to be a crisp 66, in between 66 and 68 degrees in the house. And I would get mad at you for doing that for your fish. But like, if I knew that beforehand, I probably just wouldn't have been roommates with you before because I fucking hate warmness. At least need my room. Am I having a stroke? I at least need my room to be cold. The message she sent you is out of pocket, but I did laugh, so I feel kind of bad. Helen is super passive and lets it go. Letting that go is kind of crazy. Then my friends come over for 2 nights. We aren't super loud and it's the weekend. Joanne and I go to buy 2 bottles, handles of vodka, and we just opened her bottle when we started drinking. Didn't think anything of it. We were all just like, let's crack these babies open. There was about 6 shots taken from her bottle, so I expected her to take some from mine to make it even. No. She took the whole entire bottle. She left maybe 3 shots in it and then filled the rest with water. She drank 2 90 proof handles of vodka by herself in one night. Relatable. And then when I ask her for it, she starts telling me that I am a bitch and I am being mean to her when she has given me everything. Is she like an angry drunk? I get drunk a few times a week and I'm a nice person when I'm drunk. Like I feel like I'm a nicer person and I'm more bubbly, but my family is not like that whatsoever. I just don't get being an angry drunk. Like I don't fucking get it. So if you're an angry drunk, you need to stop drinking. I have known her maybe 3 months and I barely talk to her, so I don't know what she was talking about. And so I go upstairs, knock on her door and say, Joanne, I want to talk about this. I'm not trying to fight. I just want my vodka back or for you to replace it. She cracks the door and says, I am scared of you. You will yell at me, and slams it in my face, then proceeds to start wailing. It sounded like she was getting stabbed to death. Y'all, it was really bizarre. Didn't talk to her for about 2 weeks, but constantly heard her saying how she was afraid to live in this house, even though everyone sleep with their doors locked because she's cray-cray. Okay, now she's pissing me off. At first she was funny, but like now I just kind of want to hit her. Let's get back to the story. Then I notice Helen getting very distant from her and hiding in her room. Strange. I then get a text from Joanne. I miss you so much. I hate pretending like we're strangers. You are my best friend. What? I barely know this girl. Then she asked me if I want steak or if I want to hang out. Imagine like getting in a fight with someone that's like not your friend, saying we were best friends, and then saying I miss you. Should I get you a steak? I mean, yeah, but like that's still weird. She tells me how Helen was really angry at me the day she stole the vodka and made her text me those mean things. She claims Helen wanted me to leave the house and that we should turn on her. So I just said, yeah, okay, Joanne, sorry, I'm really busy, gotta go. She got really weird and was like, you're just going to disrespect me like that? I apologize to you, so I just left. Then my boyfriend comes to visit. We go inside after getting dinner for 15-ish minutes to go to the bathroom before we go drive somewhere else. I hear Joanne running down the stairs. She always runs in a weird pattern. She sounds like a skinwalker. Doing my right hand is always so much harder because it's not my non-dominant hand, so like it kind of pisses me off, but we're gonna still see if I can do it. I hear her run in while I'm still in the bathroom and then slam her door. No big deal. She must have ordered a delivery or something. We start driving. My boyfriend's car starts pulling more and more to one side and it starts shaking. We get out and see an entire hole in the side. No nail, just a freaking gouged hole. We were just driving for 20 minutes. Okay, this story actually did start turning into like a little horror story. What in the Lifetime movie is going on?
Then it's Thanksgiving break. I text Helen and say, please, let's talk. I wanted to smooth things over and say there's no bad blood, and I wanted to say I appreciate it if my problems with Joanne stay between me and Joanne because I had no issues with her. She didn't want to talk in person, so I just texted her, and she responds apologizing for something I'm not even talking about. I just told her to listen, we really need to talk.
She comes downstairs. I'm like, Joanne told me you were trying to get me kicked out, and she just shouts,
Joanne keeps harassing me, and she tells me, you think I'm fat and you hate me.
Girl, what the fuck is Joanne on? Because I think I need to be on it because it must be fucking crazy. I'm like, girl, I don't even talk to Joanne. So we both let loose and tell each other what Joanne has been doing. She put sticky notes all over the bathroom saying that Helen was a F-slur and a fat bitch. I say, I'm sorry, I would never do that. She says, yeah, I didn't even talk to her during the vodka stealing night. The same night, it was time for Helen to ask for people to send her money for the electric bill. Joanne responds and says, fuck you, Helen, I'm not paying shit. This girl is crazy. So I responded and said, I'm going to take it up with the landlord if you do not comply. She says, go ahead, they won't believe you. I tell her I have screenshots, and she said, good. I mean, I said what I said. She's gagging them low-key, though. Then starts sending her more harassing messages to Helen. She enjoys picking on the weakest one, and Helen is very insecure and let her in on all of her weaknesses. I finally told her I could call the police if she didn't stop. Then she started doing the wailing thing again, and her boyfriend came. She has a boyfriend? Okay, she was kind of giving lesbian, like obsessed, but I mean, whatever. She screamed, I'm never leaving. I'm never leaving. I'll shit outside this window if I have to. Can I record it or... Then she just books it and runs out the front door, leaving it wide open. Not sure what happened with that. Anyway, this isn't even half the crazy shit she has done, and I don't know what to do. She keeps leaving bloody napkins and tampons everywhere, and she won't clean up shit everywhere around the apartment. I wanted to call the police, but what can they do? And Joanne needs to go on baddies or something, because she's fucking crazy. Okay, I'm gonna finish my nails, and then it'll be the end of the video, but I'll show you what they look like at the end. I have a few more things to do.
Ah, fuck, that burns.
Batty, shot o'clock! Alright, this is the end of the video. I love you guys so much. Please subscribe. Please do everything. I just want you guys to be proud of me. I've been doing and working so hard to make these videos up for you guys. They take so long to do, and tell your friends about me. Tell them how hot, skinny, and fat I am. Tell them how funny I am. Like, what the fuck?